stuff, everything he puts on. You guys are, I'm jealous. I've been trying to get Jonathan in my dealership for 3 years now, and I haven't been able to. And so the fact that your dealership has taken the time to and the money to invest in you and have him there, I'm highly jealous of that. So,
hey, real quick. So clarify for us, in a month, when you say you self-generate, what are your top sources of traffic exactly? Where does your traffic come from? What is, when you say you self-generate most of your traffic, how categorically, where are they coming from? Where are you getting your people from if you're not just taking ups?
60% of my stuff's from Facebook, and then 10-15% from Instagram, Snapchat, that stuff, and then texting, and that's really about it. I don't do any calling. My follow-up is all text-based, Facebook-based, and sending out postcards. That's how I get all my stuff. So the other 40% or so is made up now of repeats and long-term follow-up that I've continued. Because I feel that's one of the major misconceptions of the car business is to do these large numbers, you have to go get new customers every day. And that does have to be a part of your business, but it's a lot smaller than you think. If you'll just take care of the people that you've already got to buy into you and become your raving fan and trust you, they'll continue to take care of you long after that first sale. And they'll send you more people. They'll come buy more. So that other 40% is repeats, and then previous owners that are sending me new referrals.
Okay, so real quick again, so people can understand the math of what you're saying. Magic Matt.
Hey.
Hey, buddy. I'm gonna shut down with Zach here in a second and let you talk too, Magic. Hold on.
Okay.
So, Zach, I haven't gotten into any of the actual techniques yet. I haven't taught them a single thing yet, actually. Technically, I haven't taught them nothing yet. So all I've been doing is talking to them about their mindset and the psychology of building your own personal business and the importance of that. That's all I've really done. I'm getting into the mechanics here in a minute, but I wanted them to see what's possible. So you're telling me you sold cars for a little bit, quit because you sucked, went into service, did service for a while, came back into the car business. But before you got back in the business, you started training on these strategies of referral generation, self-promotion, personal marketing, branding, becoming a marketer and not a salesperson. So before you got back into sales, you were studying how to market yourself and self-generate, right?
Yes. I mean, for 6 months, and I didn't know if it was going to come back to sales, but I knew it would even inevitably would make me a better service advisor. And I became a student of the business. And I think that's the biggest difference. Any other professional field, you have to either go get certified or you have to pass a test. In ours, you just get to show up. And we know how it is. You can get hired and fired in the same day in the car business. Well, I decided that I was going to take it serious, and I was going to become a student of the car business, and I was going to become a professional, and I was going to, and you'll hear Jonathan talk about it, I was going to own my success as much as I own my failures. And when I did that and quit making those excuses, that's whenever I took off.
All right, I'm gonna take 2 questions. If there's anybody who has questions, then I'm gonna let you go. Okay, boss, hold on.
Absolutely.
What do you got?
How do you avoid you missed out on all that money?
Yeah. Okay, so just a logistical legal question. At this dealership, they have an internal policy where they're not allowed to text or use their own personal phones. That's actually against their company policy for liability and for risk. So they're supposed to do that through a CRM. So the question I'm being asked now is are you using a CRM for your texting tool? Are you using your personal phone? And have you been counseled differently on this? I think this is a terrible question because it doesn't matter what your answer is. It's not going to actually fix anything for him, but he asked, so I'm going to give you the question. What do you want to, what do you say?
I use my personal phone because that's how I get contacted 90% of the time. I guess the difference for me is that I'm not soliciting business. They're incoming to me. And so I guess I could go and opt them in, but I don't. So
Yeah, unfortunately, the actual policy here is they can't use their personal phone at all with any customer communication, period. So that's why I said the question is ultimately meaningless, because we're not going to change the policy in this particular encounter. But I appreciate your answer. Thank you.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Like, you guys understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to change the company's policy. You guys understand that? So unfortunately, like, the fact that he does it that way doesn't mean that doesn't mean you can't use your tools to get way better result than you're getting, because he's getting 60% of his business from Facebook anyway, right? Facebook Messenger and Facebook. So,
and I don't post. I'm not a marketplace person. I'm not about driving in as many leads as possible. I want high quality buyers. I don't want, and I'm not knocking anybody who does the Facebook marketplace, but I know what that results in, and that's not my business plan. So I'm getting buyers. I close at a rate at about 75%. If I have the numbers to prove it, I've had plenty of people say that I don't. But I do that because the people that I'm getting are within my circle. They have good credit. They have money. They have the ability to buy. And so it's very rare that I get a referral or have somebody come in that doesn't actually leave in a car.
he's in Joplin, Missouri.
50% line.
In a beam.
No, got to be over.
Real quick question, sorry.
Yeah.
At your store, when you started doing, was that normal? Was there a bunch of 30-car guys? Did your store sell like 700 cars a month? Is that why you're selling 30 cars?
No, we averaged about 150 to 160 cars a month with 20 salespeople. And there was one guy that for the past 7 or 8 years had gotten 20 cars, and that's how many he needed to get first. And so the first month that I walked in the store and I sold 31 and he sold 19, and it was on from there. And then he upped his game a little bit, and then I eventually just took over. But he was the top guy. And then it actually, whenever I came to the store, I raised the level of the store, and we do now have 5 guys that average somewhere around 20 cars a month.
Average 20 cars a month.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate
You're
you.
welcome, guys. Yep. Anyone, if you want to add me on Facebook, it's Zach Devine. I'm happy to answer any questions or help in any way I can. So good luck.
Thank you, buddy. Bye.
All right. See ya.
Magic.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Magic Matt. Everybody say hi, Magic Matt. All right, Magic, you're talking to an auto group in Virginia. There's like 5 different dealerships represented. Tell everybody where you're at, what you're selling, and tell them what's up.
Hi, guys. You all know me, Magic Matt from Medland GMC in Carmel, New York. I'm here with my sales manager, John Russell. You want to say hi to everybody?
Hello.
Hello, John.
So we're in a town called Carmel, New York. We're about 50 miles north of Manhattan, New York City. We're a suburb of New York City. Basically, I got a lot of people that commute to New York City or the Westchester area. Carmel, New York is an incredibly small town. It's a very quaint town. There's 2,200 people here in Carmel, New York. Nice people, nice place to live, nice and safe, beautiful place. It's a standalone GMC store. It's been here. The store's been here for 4 years. It's a new building, but how long has this store been selling GMs for a long time?
Since 91.
The store's been selling GMs since 91, but this building is new. So this building's been here for 4 years, and I've been here for 4 years. So they built the building and they hired Magic Matt.
So real quick, tell us, brother, what's been the transformation since you started employing your own marketing strategies and switching from seeing yourself as a salesperson to seeing yourself as a marketer?
Basically, like I've told Jonathan so many times, like I've always been an exceptional salesperson at any dealership I've ever worked at. I've been doing this business for 23 years. And, Magic Matt is the venue that Jonathan helped me create incredibly organically, as a matter of fact, that really, really helps me tremendously as far as customer recognition, people come to see me, repeats and referrals. Just to give you guys an idea, in August I rolled 2018, I rolled 30 units out of this building, and 26 of them were repeats and referrals. So a majority of my business is repeats and referrals. I take very little floor traffic, very little internet leads. So that's basically what I do here. So I basically get a lot of repeats and referrals. I actually I've had people waiting for me the entire day. I'm actually freed up right now. I have some downtime, but I've actually had people waiting for me the entire day. So right now I'm freed up. I'm about to do my second delivery of the day, and I've already sold 2 units this morning.
Brilliant. So he is a 20-something year car guy. Had a store that he's been at for 4 years. Had a standalone GMC dealership. Is there a Chevy store attached to your parking lot?
No,
Is there a Buick store attached to your parking lot?
no, there's not.
Is there a Chevy or Buick twin sister store within 2 miles, 5 miles of you?
Not that I'm aware of. No.
So you're a standalone GMC dealership.
Yes. The GMC has 7 different models, and then I do have the benefit of selling Chrysler Jeep Dodge products as well, which is right next door. We do have a Chrysler building next door, but you know, I do sell quite a few Chrysler products, my Wranglers, my Jeep Grand Cherokees, my Ram trucks. So I sell those products as well, and but yeah, I'm in a standalone GMC store, and I got created. You know, people watch my social media feed and they look at what I'm doing, and they're like, you know, my family and my friends are like. My father-in-law calls me Madge, as you know, some people have different nicknames for him, but he calls me Madge, and he said, oh, Madge, I didn't know. I said, you know, I had to create Magic Matt out of necessity. I came on board here, and then it was a new building, 0 floor traffic, absolutely no floor traffic. So there's no floor traffic at all. And basically, hey, Bill.
What's up? Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. What's up, brother? How are you?
What's up, buddy?
I like the tie, man. That's awesome.
Yo, it's Magic Matt. What's up, bro?
What's up? How are you? How's everything? I was gonna like some of your stuff on Instagram. I see you're working at a GMC store, Jeep store.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I can definitely use your help and some product knowledge, bro.
Yeah, it's good to see you. You look great. I love the tie.
Thank
But
you,
what happened to Jonathan?
I'm here.
Oh, sorry. I can just see Bill. So anyway.
All right. Anyway, no, that's good. Let me see if I can field some questions from some of our veteran guys. Okay, somebody who's been in the business for over 10 years. Anybody in the business over 10 years want to know how a guy 20-something years in the business starts self-generating 20-plus cars a month at a GMC store? Huh? What's that? How does he do it? The big question is, how do you do it?
I just, you know, give my customers an exceptional car buying experience. I'm different. You know, I use a lot of Sellchology. I didn't realize it until I went to the Atlanta conference and spoke at Jonathan's conference in Atlanta about how much psychology I actually use every day. It's about proactive selling. It's about constantly reframing. I mean, there's a lot of things that go into it, how I get so many customers. It's basically that I'm a likable person, right?
Coming to work.
I come here to work. I mean, I'm intrinsically motivated. I like money. I like nice things. I come here. I work incredibly hard. I mean, I have a lot of drive. I mean, you know, I mean, it's all in place. My branding is super strong. I have super strong brand. My marketing, I mean, I have so many different layers to my social media that it's all about giving my customers a great experience and then giving their friends and family great experiences. And it's all word of mouth. It's not unusual for me to sell a car to family members and then sell cars to their cousins, their friends, their everyone. So, I mean, it's not unusual for me to sell cars to multiple families. And they all know me. This is a small town, 2,200 people. Everybody knows Magic Matt. I'm on television. They know who I am. So it's a wonderful opportunity that I've created and Jonathan's helped me create for myself. And, you know, it's basically the reality of it. If you guys add me on Facebook, I'm super easy to find, or Instagram, Magic Matt Miller, or go to my YouTube channel, Magic Matt Miller at YouTube. You can see all my testimonial videos. I mean, I have literally hundreds and hundreds of testimonial videos online for my happy customers that I tag them and I share it on social media.
Yeah. Brilliant. Thank you, Magic. Get back to work.
Good to see you
Bye,
guys.
John. See you, John.
Bye, Bill. See you later.
See you, bud.
Bye, Bill.
See you, buddy.
Take it easy, brother.
All right, Bill.
That's pretty cool.
Bill, you good?
What's up, buddy?
Okay, let me tell you real quick why you want to listen to Bill. Another 5 minutes. Bill.
Yes.
I'm going to mute your mic for a second.
Okay.
You got background noise. Okay. Bill can hear me, but I can't hear him. Bill has committed what I call the cardinal sin of salespeople who are trying to build their business. There is a sin that salespeople commit when you're trying to build your business. If you do this, it sabotages building your business as a salesperson. Does anybody know what the cardinal sin of a salesperson who's trying to build their business is? What do salespeople do they should not do? Move dealerships. He's been in the business for 4 years. Does anybody want to guess how many stores Bill's been at in 4 years? 4 stores. They guessed it. They guessed it. 4 stores. The dude's been at 4 stores in 4 years. Madness. Madness. He's been at 4 stores in 4 years. It drives me nuts. But Bill is not a salesperson. Bill is a marketer. Let me show you what happens when you're a marketer and you move stores 4 times in 4 years. Bill.
What's up, buddy?
All right. Now you can talk to them. You goober. You goober that I love so much. Go.
Yes. Yeah. So he's exactly right. I mean, I would say 99%, I'm just guessing, of salespeople cannot do what I do. And I say that humbly. I say that without sounding arrogant, that you can't go to 4 stores in 4 years. It was literally 1 year, 1 year, 1 year, 1 year. But I've just built such a following and such a brand that no matter where I'm at, no matter what product I'm selling, no matter, I mean, I guess I can't say what state I'm in. I have to stay local to all my people. But they're going to come to me no matter where I'm at. So that's what gives me the confidence, because I know, of course, that's the number one sin. You don't go dealership to dealership. But when I left my first dealership, where their slogan was "When you're lost, you're here," to a dealership that sold, 300 cars a month, that's where I really focused on building my brand, so I wouldn't have to take up. So that every time I was out front taking it up, they say, "Hey, I'm here for Mark," or "Hey, I'm here for Tom," or "Hey, I'm here for Brian." I'm like, man, this isn't going to work. So I just built a brand on social media by giving away things, by giving away cars is the biggest thing that I've done. But actually, as we speak, I've been trying to post it on Facebook all day, and I can't. Now, I bought this wheel. I know you saw some of it, not often, but you got all kinds of cool things to win: vacations, free gas, free getaways. Just a whole bunch of cool stuff. $500 cash. I don't know if it's backwards or what. But I've been trying to post this on Facebook today, and it hasn't let me. I think Facebook is messing up. But whoever sends me the most referrals, for that month is going to be able to spin the wheel and whenever it lands on. So it definitely takes money to make money, but I'm not scared to spend money in order to create raving fans and create indoctrination with my customers.
Yeah, Bill, real quick, give everybody a context. When did you leave the last store? What was the store you left? And where are you at now, and how are things?
Yeah, so I left a dealership called Auto Approved. It was an independent dealership. They were in business for 4 years when I got there. The most amount of cars they ever sold in 1 month was 63 cars. And 12 months later, the month I left, we sold 118 cars, just from taking my philosophy with what I do with my own brand, and having an owner who was kind of open to, hey, I got to sell a lot more cars. What do you recommend I do? And he gave me a budget per month for marketing, and we went from 63 cars to 118 cars. So I wasn't really focusing on myself selling cars as much as I was the store, and kind of took on that role, but still being a salesman. And, I still averaged, I think I sold 23 cars a month there, while still worrying about, the marketing for the dealership and just worrying about the store more than myself. So I left there in February. It was February 12th. I took 2 weeks off searching for my new dealership. I started on February 23rd, and today is March 13th, and I've sold 22 cars since I started. So, and 17 of them were referrals of mine, and 5 of them were fresh ups. So that's what I say when I mean that I don't have to, it doesn't really matter where I work per se. I told the last group, and I don't know if you want me to say this or not, Dawson, but I don't know my login for my CRM. I don't even have one. I don't know really anything besides the delivery process, because my customers come in, I work with the manager, I sell them, and my CRM really is Facebook. And it's been working out great. And every single month from here on out, I'm just going to be creating more raving fans. In 4 years in the business, I've given away 4 free cars to families in need. The first 2 were hoopties that only I could afford with $1,500 or $2,000. And then the third and the fourth year, I gave away a $5,000 car my third year. And then this past year, a huge thank you to Jonathan Dawson, who helped me. I was able to give away a $10,000 vehicle to a family in need. So it's really just, me being an independent contractor and only using the dealership for the desk, the paper, the pen, the cars. And that's truly, all I do. It's like Facebook is down today. I don't know if anybody's noticing. You can't post anything. And I'm about to go home because it's kind of like the power being out. So if my power is out, then I can take fresh ups and do all that stuff. But, I could probably go home today and, hang out with my family and come back tomorrow ready to rock and roll.
Yeah. Okay, so here's a guy who switched to a Buick GMC dealership and has sold 22 cars in the last 15 days. 22 cars in 15 days at a brand new store, from an independent used car dealership to a Buick GMC. Are independent used car customers the same as Buick GMC customers? Yes or no? but he's got 22 cars out. What's your pace for the month right now, Bill?
I'm on pace for 34.
Pacing 34 his first month at a store. Right? 4 years in the business.
I have 180 hours to sell 18 cars yet. The goal is 32. But after doing the math and what I'm on pace for, it's 34 cars I'm on pace for, but the goal is 32. And that's to complete my 40 for 40 challenge. So I give myself a challenge to where if I sell 40 cars in 40 days, or until I do, I'm not going to take a minute off, you know, and be at the dealership all day, every day, and branding myself, you know, extra crazy on social media. And it's definitely been working. It's definitely been going good.
All right, question for a guy who can sell 22 cars in 17 days at a brand new location. How do you kind of come in right off? So he's asking, how did you start so quickly at a brand new location? You didn't have a database from the store. You didn't get assigned an orphan owner list. There's no natural traffic at a Buick GMC store. So how did you start it so fast?
I mean, it's all from Facebook. It's all from referrals. It's all from creating raving fans. It's all from, you know, having people who are warriors in the trenches for me. You know, everybody where I live, there's 864,000 people in the Lehigh Valley. And my goal is to have every single one of them people know who I am and what I do. So that's my goal. And when you ask yourself, what can I do so that all 864,000 people know who I am and know that I sell cars, you ask yourself that question, and then things start changing, right? So I actually printed this out because I love this saying. I hope I can find it. But this is exactly what I'm trying to get at here. So I'm going to read this to you real quick. It says, easy to spot a yellow car when you are always thinking of a yellow car. Easy to spot opportunity when you are always thinking of opportunity. Easy to spot reasons to be mad when you are always thinking of being mad. You become what you constantly think about. Watch yourself. So the reason I just read this to you is because I'm constantly thinking of what can I do to create raving fans. If I hear a radio ad and I just like it, I make it my own. If I see a TV commercial and I like the song in the background, I'm thinking, what kind of video can I do? You know, if that got me like, I wasn't paying attention, now it got me dancing, now it got me feeling good. How can I take that song and implement it into a video of mine? What can I do? So this is what I'm constantly doing. You know, it's like you get what you think about whether you want it or not. And I'm obsessed with selling cars, and I love marketing more than I love selling cars. And something that I love and truly believe in too is that you can be the best salesperson in the world, but if nobody knows who you are, you don't get to use your skills. You know, if people aren't sitting in front of you wanting to buy a car, what good does it matter how good of a closer you are? So marketing is more important, in my opinion, than it is to be a great salesperson, because obviously you get practice. The more people who are sitting in front of you, the better the salesman you become. So that's my philosophy on, you know, on wherever I go. It doesn't matter. I'm going to bring people in and sell them cars.
I believe you. Listen, brother, love you. Get back to work. Sell a car.
All right, man. I love you. Thank you.
Bye.
See you guys.